Lagos Talks 91.3 FM. You are welcome to Adu and the Guru. We started already. I first of all want to salute one of my niece, Nana Yakubu. She was a year older on 1st of October.
Ooh.
But why she escaped on 3rd of October, which was last week, I wouldn't know. Nana, belatedly happy birthday to you. Nana Yakubu, she has a very long historical place in my life, in my heart. Nana Yakubu is from Kogi. The father is from Okene. The mother is from the Caliphate. The mother is a Fulani woman. And the mother was such a beautiful woman. So, did I say the word was? No. The mother is such a beautiful woman. And if you see Nana Yakubu, there will always be a twist. Is this what the people call mommy water? Or is this what they call what? She's that beautiful. How will she become my niece? Many years ago, the father, we met. And the father adopted me like a son. And he will be ready to do everything that a good father would do for the son. So when Buhari came to power in 1983, or 1984, let's put it, because the plane that brought him from Jos touched ground around 1 a.m. So by 2, he joined them at Bonny Camp, where they were still talking about issues of this and this. Of course, everything was moved for his purpose, because it was the decision to change the government, the decision to kill democratically elected government. That's irony of life. To know that the same Buhari will now come and enjoy dividends of democratic setup. It's really irony of life. He astutely went ahead to destroy, to dismantle, and to kill, and to bury the democratic processes were backing upon the other Shehu Shagari. So he was brought to Bonny Camp very early in the morning. And before the decision could be reached, because there seemed to be a little debate that would he be here or what. When it was the man who organized it, after the Chief of Army Staff meeting of November 1983, he was the one who flew to Lagos, moved to Abeokuta to go and tell Papa or Olusegun Obasanjo that, sir, we want to change the government. So I think Obasanjo told them that, in fact, I'm tired of the corruption that is being introduced into the system now. But be careful. Be careful. Because you know what you are backing up on. Be very, very careful. So, unlike the promise Murtala Mohammed gave to Yaradua, the late Yaradua and Kwanko, both Yaradua late, when they went to meet Joseph Nevagaba, when they went to meet him that we want to do this, he told them, do you know the implication? They said, yes. He said, I will not intervene to quash you, but if it fails, I will do all my best to hold your head alive. But they never knew that. He never knew. Murtala Mohammed never knew that he was the one they had in mind to bring in as head of state. So unlike that statement, Obasanjo conceded. Oh my God. Okay. I think there's no need of there's no need of going into that. That to know that he became a beneficiary of what he destroyed then is an irony of fate. But that is not. I initiated this talk not because of that.
You are talking about Nana Yakubu.
Let me quote something here. When he took over, he unveiled the press was not in existence in his own calculation. General Muhammadu Buhari was very, very cruel, very, very wicked to the press. He did not want to hear anything press. He dealt notoriously with the democratic institutions in Nigeria. It was his era. when he set up the tribunal, that individuals will be sent to jail for 120 years, 103 years, 130 years. For example, Akeredolu, the pen name of Bishop Onabanjo, the governor of Ogun State then. Akeredolu, that used to be his pen name.
No, Akeredolu is parrot.
Yeah, that used to be his pen name. You had Sad Sam. You had, what's Peter Nahoruso? Peter Pen, and all those. And my pen name there was PP Pen. Peeping, the pen. That was my name there. He was ready to deal with it. And of course, as an investigative journalist, I did my best with clear questions, with facts available. Then I never knew one of what they were proposing to bring to the country. I wrote the school. Every good journalist that you're in the world of pushing the pen, you want to bring schools to lead the paper. They had a meeting. They set up a committee. I'm talking of Muhammadu Buhari. Why Yakubu? Why Nana remain
your niece
forever and ever? They wanted to. They wanted all the states in the federation. They were not as many as this then. They want each state to carry a star and minor changes, everything. So meaning our flag, our maps will bear the number of states with star, each with star. And I wrote the story, which was not, there was nothing dangerous in that story. But, they decided to come after me. Meaning I was inches, about 2 or 3 inches to jail. Then I remember I used to know Nana Yakubu.
The father.
The father. I'm sorry, I used to know S.A. Yakubu. For the historical background of it, S.A. Yakubu was one of the successful stevedores that put our ports. He had a port. He had a bat in Kent. In fact, he operates as a stevedore. He operates most of the bats in Kent, in the United Kingdom, and I knew that he's well connected because of the wife, who is from Sokoto. Then, and I knew for where that the first bicycle that Sheikh Shagari rode, he bought it for him, this man. So I went to meet him in Surulere in his house. When I got there, he said, Godi, I said, sir. He said, you hardly come to, each time I call you, tell me that you're so busy. I said, because I'm in fire, that is why I'm coming now. Then he said, what happened? Then I told him the whole story of what I wrote. And then he told me, be careful. These boys are serious. But don't worry, nothing will happen to you. You know what I will do? I said, he said, sit down here. This is around 2. Where are you going? Sit down. He picked his phone. You mean those old phones that you roll from one digital point to another? You wait for it to return back from visit before you roll the next number. And he called. And the person that he was talking to became Diagbo. And he told the Diagbo in my presence that I want to see you. How soon can you make it? So the Diagbo answered him that, would this evening be okay? He said yes. And Diagbo gave him time and kwanko. Then he told me, you are not going nowhere. Because he should make food for me. I started. So that night, he handed me over to Today Diagbo. It is for this reason that I became so close to Today Diagbo all throughout that period. He handed me over. And he told Today Diagbo, this is your junior brother. Nothing must happen to him. So driving into the barracks after that day became no major problem for me anymore, because I still remember the number of that car, 504 SR not GR, SR, LA 8380 mg.
Guru.
8380 mg.
Wow. You can still remember.
Oh, of course. I remember Johnny Niega when he was governor of then Bede State. I remember him telling me that, are you not the one driving LA 8380 mg? I said, how did you remember? He said, we have your number, we have everything.
Wow.
So, today, Diagbon took me as his brother by destruction of S.A.
Yakubu.
So, because Buhari never visited any place in his first tenure as military head of state, today Diagbon was doing all the visitation in Kanko. There was a good coffee there. The man knows how to work with those who are under him. I must give that to him. So there was a day I now met Nana Yakubu somewhere. Then I looked at her. Then I asked my friend who was the host. I said, Oz, are you sure this girl sitting here is a human being from the water? I said, because this is what they call Mami do. I could do. Then she shouted. He said, Nana, look at Okugodi comment about you. Go. So Nana walked where we were sitting in the second parlor and he listened. Then I said, what? You are from where? He said, I'm from then Kwara also. I said, what's your name? He said, I'm Nana Yakubu. Oh, I said, Nana Yakubu. I said, thank God. Oh. I said, because the name, he said, what? I said, the name Yakubu you mentioned reminded me of my father who adopted me. I said, but he's not your father because that one is S.A. Yakubu. Then she said, I am the daughter of S.A. Yakubu. Then I called my friend Jose. I said, please, give me your phone. She carried the box again. Then I called the father. I said, sir, do you have any daughter by name Nana? Oh, he says it's your daughter, it's your sister. He said, you mean I have not introduced Nana? He says, my daughter. I said, sir, hold on. So I called Nana. I said, come and talk to my father. That is how we met. And the relationship been established. So much so that when she was to get married, the man traveled with her all the way to Okene. And the first question S.A. Yakubu, the father, asked the young man, the incoming son-in-law, was that, were you able to reach out to the uncle in Lagos? That was a yes, sir. Say, Uncle Godwin, I went. He said, where is the letter of approval he gave to you to give to me? Because if that, he said, I did not ask you, and he said, therefore, I don't think, unless he says yes, the chap had to travel back to Lagos here to come and get a letter from me.
Wow.
So that is the Nana Yakubu. Nana, happy birthday. God will keep you. God will keep your children, your movement. Even as you are in Abuja today, discussing it, everything will flow your way. All right. Then a story. Please, Nigerians all over the globe, as you listen to us, listen to this story. This is a story that happened at a time in Nigeria history. After listening to the story, probably you might want to conclude that was when there was a country. I repeat myself. The story I'm about to tell now is a story that happened in Nigeria at a time in Nigerian history. After hearing the whole details, you might want to conclude by saying that was when there was a country. The last work of Chinua Achebe, there was a country. And the commenting over that work, a lot of people make comments. But Professor Wole Soyinka made one very, very salient comment. He said, it was a work I wished my friend did not do. There was a country. That was the capture of that book. It was the last. I don't think it was just finished before Chinua Achebe died, and it had come out. I have a copy. There was a country. Now, for those who know the Nigeria history as it came, there was a man, a reverend father, must know Pedro Martins, a Lagosian, who joined the Nigerian army. And as of the time that people like Gowon came, people like Murtala Mohammed came, he had risen to the color, but this all those clergy appointed in the military, he had risen to a color in the military. They have a name. I knew him then. But this story happened when Tafawa Balewa was the prime minister. On this particular date, he had a meeting. This was in 1965. In 1965. He had a meeting. And on his return from the meeting, he had to go to his house, which is St. Gregory College. So Gregory
it's
College
not too far from where we are.
It's just at the back of us here, because that was where his house was. On this Awolowo road, as he was going there, because he came in from Falomo, his car broke down. So he opened the bonnet of the car,
which used to be at the booth before the Beetle.
No, was that B2? I don't think it was B2. Okay.
Or maybe a 504 SR, like.
No. 504, 504 SR had come that time. No.
No, okay.
No. So he was peeping, and he wouldn't understand it, but he must be seen as touching something. Then, listen to this. Sir Tafawa Balewa was then the prime minister of this country. He was the head of the government. He was driving at the other side. He was the other side. He noticed from inside his car that that is the man of God. You know what he did? He told his driver to stop and reverse back. The driver stopped. Tafawa Balewa came from inside his car and met him and said, "Father, what is happening?" He told him. The man was surprised that the Prime Minister of Nigeria came down to ask what was happening. And he told him the whole story. Because the the Prime Minister was going home equally after official assignment. Then Marina used to be the house of the Prime Minister, where you have now as a Lagos State House. That was the official residence of the Prime Minister. And it was from there that the coup plotters, all these killers, those you buy uniform from, buy gun for them to defend Nigeria, they come out. Thank God it is out of faction in Nigeria, which is metaphor in other West African countries now. And they will tell you that this is what they succeeded in doing around everywhere in the world is to introduce corruption, to introduce stealing massively and all those ones. But that's not the story. The story is that the man was going to his house. He stopped and the car reversed and he came down and he was asking the Reverend Father what happened. And before you would say Jack Robinson, he told his driver, "Go and bring all my things in my car." The driver went, brought the papers and everything. It's okay. And he told the driver, take the Reverend Father to his house. Martins thought he was dreaming.
This happened in Nigeria.
This happened in Nigeria. And before you know what was happening, the Prime Minister, then Pedro Martinez said, "Sir, where are you going?" He said, "Look at my house there now." You know, if you look at Gregory,
yes.
Then if you you go straight, you are entering into the beginning of the Marinas. You just turn right. You are into the what they call King George V something.
King George V.
Street somewhere there. Then you just turn in front of it. You are into Marina. After this Moson Club, Moson House,
Moson Center.
Moson Center. Then you walk straight away. You are into his house. He said, "Look look at my house here. This man was protesting. By the time he finished his protest, the man had gone far, tracking. And the driver now took Father Monte Pedro, in the Prime Minister's car and drop him at home and return back. When Monte Pedro now he said, okay, let me do what I can. Let me see. He now called him a mechanic. And they decided to check. When he got there, he didn't see his car anymore. Unknown to him, the Prime Minister had asked to come and take the car away, took it for more efficient repair of fund that the Reverend Father didn't have. And this is how they went to deliver his car to him.
This happened in Nigeria.
This happened in Nigeria.
Wow.
This is why I say, after listening to this story, you might be tempted to say that happened when there was a country. That happened when there was a country. Third time, that happened when there was a country. Do we still have a country? I do. Give me the menu.
I'm so dumbfounded. I don't even know if I have the wow. This happened in Nigeria. Oh, good gracious. Okay.
Want me to add another one?
Yes.
Again, Nigeria was already depreciating, but this equally happened in Nigeria. Olusegun Obasanjo had just taken over from the slain Murtala Mohammed. Olusegun Obasanjo started with the ideology of Murtala Mohammed because Murtala Mohammed did not seek for bodyguards for all those. No. He would enter. Have you not seen the Benz?
Yes, at the museum there.
At the museum. He went there that his Benz supposed taken off. So, but in an amendment, Obasanjo adjusted to his larger estate. He knew that if there were to be security tour with the way they gun him down at the AP of near the old secretariat, that big secretariat, the old secretariat on Ikoyi there, Ikoyi. When you to your left, you have the Ikoyi prison, you have the immigration. Then straight to
not too far from Alagmo.
Not far from Alagmo. That secretariat is the landmark for that. Now, that's where Murtala Mohammed was gone down by the movement of Buka Sika Dika, called Buka Sika Dika. These are history names, whom Babangida later flushed out of Radio Nigeria on the instruction of T.Y. Danjimo, who was then the chief of. Was it then chief of army staff? I don't think it was yet chief of army staff. Something like that. Anyway, then Obasanjo now, his convoy was coming home after a close of work on Kingsway Road. Is it called Kingsway Road? I don't know. It's no more Kingsway Road. It's now Alfred Riwane Road. Am I right?
Yes.
By the time you have Ikoyi hotels in those days, which is now either Southern Sun or some
Southern Sun
hotel, on that road, because Obasanjo convoy was coming, there was a lady driving her car, and when she heard the siren and quanko, she was confused, and she shifted to climb from the road. She climbed the cover, and the cover turned her car down towards the left. You know what Obasanjo did? Obasanjo gave instruction. His convoy stopped, and he came out of his car to meet the lady and order a very good car to be given to her to take her home. And Obasanjo apologized to her and said that your car will be taken care of. The second day, a brand new car was delivered to that lady. It happened in Nigeria when there was a country. Is there a country? Give me the menu.
Guru, you're making my matter not my palate. Okay, the menu today may not sound as as heartwarming as the ones that you heard from the Guru from a historical perspective, but here are the stories in the menu. Item 1. Amid dwindling revenue, governors retained thousands as advisors, assistants, and others. That's from the Punch newspaper. Item 2. Presidency replies. Akeredolu says no. State security authorized to use AK-47. And Premium Times has that story. Item 3. Show proof of terrorists killed during release of 23 train victims. HURIWA is challenging Buhari government, and Daily Post had the story. Item 4. Court declares LASTMA fine towing without court order illegal. The Vanguard captured that. Item 5. 349 ghost schools discovered in school feeding program in Nasarawa state. The News Guru has that story. Finally, item number 6. NNPC, how illegal export line connecting high seas was undetected for 9 years. And Thisday newspaper had that story.
Thank you very much. I don't know where to start. I may not be comprehensive in any of these things, but I can assure you I will try my best. Let us go back from the last, as my flight officer had presented to me the flight map. NNPC, high illegal export line connecting high sea was undetected for 9 years. All Nigerians, you heard the story. A pipe pumping crude. When they say illegal export line, not fuel. I keep making explanations on this. Not fuel, but crude. That pipe went 4 kilometers. Properly and professionally connected from a source which stands by the side of a loading bay. The other day, a ship came into Nigeria and loaded 3 million barrels of crude and sailed out and was arrested in Equatorial Guinea. And the chief of naval staff opened his mouth to tell us that was not possible. To tell us that how many badges do you need to feed such a thing from vandalized pipe point. And I have been saying it, and Obalogade, the petroleum expert that I would always call upon to help me bring meaning to some naughty stories about this thing, had said it. You don't steal the quantity they told us we were stealing.
By vandalization.
Through vandalization. Because if you vandalize, it is gushing out. The ferocity of gushing out is always too heavy. How do you scoop to fill a bash? Then the chief of naval staff explained some theories. And he told us that the barges that could load such a vessel, if we lie them here, from here to Bado, to Sokoto, maybe through his village. Which village that might even come from? The chief of naval staff.
I don't know his village.
One of his name is Gambo. I visited the house he was living before. One of his relations there. If they can help me to connect him, first act. The relation says that unless he has authority that I said because I want to go and see this man. I said because people have given him name. He gave himself name. Nigerians are now providing name. I said so I want to go and see your brother. I walked to that place. I did not even look behind my shoulder as I was walking out because I know that one has no gun to shoot. Even if he want to shoot, he will turn the gun to himself and kill himself. The man has made all explanation. His background is not petroleum engineer or petroleum engineering. So, but the explanation he made border more on having seeking knowledge of a petroleum engineer. Then, that was on one hand. Then he now opened his mouth to accuse the NNPC, either NNPC or NNPC Limited, saying that the top management of NNPC were part of the thieves. When he used the word thieves, like as I explained here about 3 Mondays ago, I tried to demarcate it so that because they use those languages laboriously to confuse us Nigerians, that in the crude, yes, you have thieves. In the petrol, you have smugglers. So they operate in different ways. He said the NNPC, top shot, are motivator, movers, everything of theft of our oil. That is crude. It is those that are uninitiated or those that are eating from it by the roadside, by the side, that came out now defending NNPC. Instead of the group managing director of the NNPC to throw in the towel by, what they call that? Is it resign?
By resignation.
By resignation. No. He was saying the chief of naval staff is a very credible man. I spoke to him, nothing like that. If there were to be 2 people in this revelation that should resign the offices today, is the Nigeria Petroleum Minister and the group managing director of the NNPC. Nigerians, please listen to this and listen very carefully. President Muhammadu Buhari, who is by grace of his own choice, is the Minister of
Petroleum
Resources in Nigeria. That's number 1. Number 2, when NNPC was established, he was the first chairman of the board of directors of NNPC. Number 3, he has been a very long man in the petroleum industry in Nigeria. Number 4, even for the NNPC to come to being, Olusegun Obasanjo, who was then military head of state, used him to bring all the technicality together of forming the NNPC. And then, number 5, he was at a time a minister for petroleum resources. So he has been with the Nigeria Petroleum Resources. He has been with the Nigeria petroleum industry as long as you can think of. So today, among serving government officials, he is the longest man standing in the petroleum industry. So from the point of making it technically high, to the point of making it technically downgraded, the man knows the beginning to the end. So if therefore Nigeria really want to ask what is happening, they should go to President Muhammadu Buhari. He's there in the beginning, he's there in the ending. It has not ended though. So I didn't say he's there in the end. He is there in the beginning, he's there in the ending. The second longest man of government official who is working for government today that have been standing in the petroleum industry is Kolomili Yari, the group managing director of the NNPC now. Because he was just on that age, so to say, when he got himself involved in petroleum industry matter in Nigeria. He was a student in the geology department of Maiduguri University when President Ibrahim Babangida went to bring him, for whatever reason, to travel out of Nigeria to go and register Duke Oil offshore for an NNPC. We are talking of the Duke Oil that have caused a lot of havoc for our oil and everything, including bringing adulterated fuel into Nigeria. He was not the government services then. But there was a reason. There must be a reason when those who will ruin Nigeria forever would have identified him that made President Ibrahim Babangida to send him to go and do that magu business for us. Then immediately he served in NNPC and in the geology department. And when he finished his work, he got job in NNPC. So those who had the eyes that could penetrate beyond darkness, knew that there is a young man here who, by the grace of God, if he lives long enough, will become group managing director of NNPC. So it has been. So these two people, it is one of them that was now defending and doing this. Now, having got to that, they accuse the Navy. Then the chief accounting officer of the NNPC just 3 weeks ago went to the National Assembly and told them that with 5 million naira, you can smuggle any number of tankers out of Nigeria laden with petroleum resources. PMS. Mm-hmm. Each tanker carries 33,000 liters. And the amount of fuel NNPC gives to the smugglers, I repeat, the amount of fuel that NNPC gives to the smugglers, I don't know whether I'm repeating myself too much. I'm not affected, I'm not involved. But I pity a country called Nigeria. That is, in view of the 2 stories I told, if there was still a country called Nigeria. In view of the fact of they pump 38 million liters of petroleum out every day, above and over Nigeria's consumption, which they put at 60 million liters. And they pump out 98 million liters every day to sell for Nigeria to consume. When they know fully, only them told us that, NNPC told us that Nigeria consumption was 60 million liters. Meaning the 38 million liters above that are meant for the smugglers to take to other countries. And the chief accounting officer, the national accounting officer of NNPC went to the national and told them that Nigeria borders are so porous. He said, there are customs. I don't know. He established the fact there that the custom is the backbone of NNPC stealing squad. If you know the people consume 60 million liters per day, why are you giving them? And they now told us the story that Cameroon, their refinery burned 2 years ago. They don't bother even to do it because they receive fuel from Nigeria. Not officially, through that black man. And for 38 million per day, you need 1,047
tanker trucks
to move them. What Nigeria is losing. So now, Nigerians, listen to this. I'm rounding up on this topic now. Somebody gave a proverb in pidgin English. If the person will steal your property, they follow you, they find out, you know, go get and live and forever.
Let me try to say it. If person will steal your property,
that's it. You use the language well. Person, go ahead.
Person will steal your property, yes. They follow you, find them.
Yes.
You know, go see them.
You know, go see them. Lie. Now, the secrets are leaked. Look at this pipe line. It moves 4 kilometers from a loading bay of our crew into the sea. And ladies and gentlemen, let me give you the mathematics. This pipeline has the capacity of pumping 250,000 barrels per day. Meaning, the vessel that came loaded, let us still land on that vessel. Oh, I wish NNPC would challenge me. I will be ready to go with them to anywhere, to disgrace them, to show the whole world that look at the thieves who you are maintaining with this commercial amount of money. The way your money is going. But NNPC is suddenly not making profit too. Suddenly making profit. I'm not going to talk about the investment into that Dangote refinery of the 20%. What that 20%, what Nigeria pay for that 20%, what is worth of doing, you know, that it could build a refinery of 600,000 barrels refining capacity per day. I don't need to drink water. Any one of you with good coffee, decaffeinated coffee, bring it. I need it. I don't need to drink water to cool anything down. This is how they kill us. This is how they kill us. And if you go defining well, let me not go to that area. Now, if that pipe is pumping 250,000 barrels per day, how many days did it take to load the tanker of 3
million?
You can now see this calculation, this evaluation, this facts releasing had not dumped and told the chief of naval staff that
so it means that particular ship took 12 days.
That's it.
To get loaded.
Yes.
And for 12 days, nobody saw.
And for 12 days, under the coverage of Nigeria radar. And I've been saying it, I repeat it here. The Nigerian Navy has been equipped with one of the best in the whole of Africa continent. If your pin is dropping from your boat in the high seas, within the Nigeria territorial waters, I'm not talking of international waters, which will be 200 nautical miles from the shelf. And the shelf is where the ocean swells, where the water terminates, return back to the ocean. That is the shelf. These are matters decided in the days of Truman, President Truman of the United States of America in 1940. What is that? So, now, let the chief of naval staff return back to us to tell us the technical of filling such a thing, you will need badges, it will go so. Let him come. Let him come and open his mouth to tell us. That is one area. The fact have been known that NNPC majorly play greater role as members of the stealing squad of our crude. NNPC is the one releasing, is the initiator, is the chief coordinator of smugglers that smuggling our 38 million liters of petrol every day. So NNPC is here. Then on the other side, the Nigerian Navy, we hold them more responsible. We know we have the Nigerian Marine, the Marine Police. But how far does Marine Police cover up to continental shelf? International water. They don't. Have they supplied them one equipment of money? No. Is the kolo? You don't know what they call kolo. I explained it before. You forgot it. And thank God that you went on your journey. You told me that I'm an ocean. I don't need water.
I see how you're explaining about the ocean so fluidly.
So now. Then the Nigeria Immigration Services, unfortunately, the man there now is more of a god than President Muhammadu Buhari. Ali, you need to see how he dealt with the National Assembly immediately he came in. How he dealt with the National Assembly. Where Dilo Malaye was chairman, Milaye was chairman, and they went there.
That's the customs. You said immigration.
Oh, did I say immigration? Yeah. Isa Jerry, please forgive me. It's not immigration I'm talking about too. The immigration are my good friend now. They are not. They don't
have any matters.
It's only immigrants. People come in and go out. They have nothing. So the Nigerian Customs Services. I am not the one who say it again. The chief financial accounting officer of NNPC was in the National Assembly just 3 weeks ago and told them, and we have borders, porous borders. Custom, I don't know. So the names of the things are being put together.
Oh, and besides, in case you want to have this information on playback, you can go to the Guru's YouTube channel. He has 2 episodes on this. Godwin the Guru on YouTube. You can watch it again, so you don't miss any fact.
My head don't touch it.
No. Because I'm privileged to have the links when you upload, so I get to see all this.
My head don't touch it this morning. There was a country. There was a country. Now, again, this pipe we are talking about, which is made known by the 4 billion naira surveillance of pipe contract given to Tompolo, had been operating for the past 9 years. The first question, is that the only pipe of such in the riverine area of Nigeria? Oh, sorry, I'm just throwing out a question. Thought-provoking question. You call it, is it a rhetorical or what?
Yeah, rhetorical.
Rhetorical question. I'm trying. Is that the only one in existence? When shall the remaining ones be revealed? President Muhammadu Buhari, you are the minister in charge of this thing. Tell us. You were there from day one. You are still there now. Tell us. Millie, Koloyari, will you please tell us? Tell us. Because the way it is going now, And unfortunately, Nigerians cannot force any person. And the culture of resigning because of shame. Like as I keep saying, only 3 people have enjoyed that privilege. Is it 3? There are now 4. The first of them is Sam Ukpomo, Pat Ukpomo. Then the Secretary General of the Nigeria Football Association. It was still not NFF, but Nigeria Football Association. There you had the Wole Soyinka, whom the police stopped in Ibadan. He could not produce his driving license immediately. He said the driving license is at home, that he didn't bring it. And of course, the law says he could be able to produce it. He resigned because of that. What's the third one? Then, Ukiwe, Ebutu Ukiwe, Commodore. He resigned when President Ibrahim Babangida was throwing him here and there. When he said he should choose, he said, President, there's a problem in my place. Let me sleep over the matter. He resigned. Then Kemi Adeosun, when Ibukula Mosu, who brought her to Nigeria, who did everything, started messing her up, all because he went to meet Buhari for one money. Then Buhari told him that it's your sister that is in charge of that thing. So meet him. And the guy will never. Ibikuda Mosu, who brought Kemi Adeosun, decided to finish her in the most disgraceful way. Plus, her demand then for oil block. Then the oil block owners, most of them will never reach southern Nigeria until they will die. Now meet up. But Kemi Adeosun resigned. Otherwise, what is Kedi Many Yari still doing there? I'll be the one way chop never reach. This pipe challenged Nigeria mentality in February 2023. Use your PVC wisely. The pipe is now established had been there, pumping crude oil away, and total criminality put together and sustained by institutions, by individuals we appointed, we recruited to lead this institution to protect us. Top military officers. And let me rest my case by saying this. I don't think I will go more than this morning. No. And don't push me. If you push me, I go become Now, the good news is that the former emir of Kano, Lamido Salusi Lamido, he has a book which he has written. Not today, but the book is coming out. Go and buy a copy. I don't know. Go and buy a copy. I do go and buy a copy. He listed the names of the thieves. Most of them are the foreign, what do you call the
international oil company.
International IOC.
But Shell was defending itself, saying that the
forget about the Shell defense. The Shell defense
saying the pipe is far from Focados.
As we sit here, I can bring all you Shell involvement. Bam, put for the table for you. I don't need to go. You don't discuss Croton with a man. Then he tells you, let me go in and shake. I will come back. No. He should be able to pull his clothes and say, no, that is not what this is.
It.
Shirley. Only share. And who are the backers in Nigeria? Recently, they gave blocks. And when I went to look at the thieves, I met the block, those who just won the blocks. Most of them are from National Assembly. Let me use the word National Assembly. Let me not demarcate them. As I'm talking, they know themselves. Don't worry, I won't mention your name. I have no business mentioning your name. Now the Nigerian country, I do. I think that is the only one that I think I can talk so much about. Every other one. If by the coming week or tomorrow and next tomorrow, if you hear, but I shall be bringing people here now because from next week, where I'll be having some guests, because the issue of roadworthiness, I have always asked the question, which roadworthiness, that this car didn't get this particular, is not worthy to go on our road. Which road is worthy of vehicle? road worthiness, vehicle worthiness. Which one? Which road will the vehicle go and not end up in the surgery? And they will be good. Because of this, I have atomized, and I spoke with some of them today. I will be bringing LASTMA to the studio. I will be bringing FROSC to the studio. FROSC, by the grace of God, is coming to this studio next week, Monday. And I will be bringing Fashola, Regina Fashola, the VIO. The VIO had gotten had gotten court judgment restraining them from going to road to go and check for this thing in Calabar, and it's a federal court. So the jurisdiction is nationwide. Yet the VIO, if they don't go to the road, it's like they will die the next day. LASTMA, Lagos court. I just said, towing vehicle, putting van. Oh no!
You have to do that with a court order.
And it has not been appealed. So it's not the law of the land. So I'm bringing all these people together. And I'm trying my very, very best within the next 3 weeks to bring in the Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Services. Issa Jerry. But all this remaining story untouched, they will not die you. I do. Any day that I go to my village, try to bring this thing out. So study them well and present them to the people. I think on this note, I will say, let my people come in.
Thank you very much, sir. Quite a lot of messages and calls coming in, so you can join the conversation. 0809-234-5913 is the WhatsApp number for the station, and it's also a number you can call us on to join the conversation. 0809-234-5913, 0809-222-0913, and 0809-191-3913 for our ladies to join the conversation. Turn off your radio and let's get talking. And remember, you can also use the landline numbers 015150-913 and 015151-913. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning, please.
I greet you, sir.
I salute you.
Ado, good morning once again.
Good morning.
No be alright at all.
Go ahead.
Kikulu,
yes, sir.
you're also a good man. I will always commend you for your comments and your contribution concerning what is going on in this country.
Thank you very much.
You are doing a very good job.
Thank you, sir.
I told you last 2 weeks. I want to participate last week also.
Yes, sir.
I told you I didn't think we have somebody like you, 5 or 4, who can be able to come to radio program and say the truth and stand fearless. I believe things will be changing one after the other. Okay. Imagine as a businessman I am, you sell something, maybe a shock absorber for a customer to fix his car. 2 days he will tell you, look at the shock you sell for me. In which road? They are talking about it. And we are paying for that. I think I went the other day, my wife went to renew my paper of my car the other day. He was telling me that the roadworthiness, the LASTMA, or what did they call it, I have to bring my motor to a spare.
VIO.
Yeah, I was asking, are there mechanics? Or which law have Lagos State government have started on that one again, to stop people again? I was surprised when she was telling me about those one because I haven't had it before. So I commend you, sir. If you have somebody like you, 2 or 3, who can be able to come to radio program and speak, irrespective of any man, speak the truth, then I believe things will turn around. Thank you, sir.
God bless
you. Are doing well.
Hello, hold on. Have you joined Friends of the Guru? Oh, he's gone.
Yes.
Okay, Obiora, go and join Friends of the Guru. Show your appreciation there. It's a little talking. Minimum of 1,000 naira per month. So don't just sit down there. Join Friends of the Guru, and you can do more than that. You can even be doing 100,000 naira per month.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Dr. Adu, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, the Honorable himself.
I salute you, sir.
Lagos, sir.
You
know, when you were talking the story about the Prime Minister,
yes, sir.
Tears come out of my eyes.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Adu was asking you, did this happen in Nigeria?
Doctor. Go on.
Yeah, it's my doctor because whenever I hear him, I feel relief.
Oh, that's good.
From the difficulty and the whatever these guys are putting us.
Yes.
So once upon a time, there was a country.
Yes.
My God, Guru.
Yes, sir.
For the oil listing, they said 9 years. Okay, let me say from 7 years up to date. What happened? Instead of people that claim that they are men of integrity.
Yes, sir.
And Nigerians pretended as if all is well. Nigeria na Bomasbeo. Thank God they are going.
Agbemota Aquamatin, I say good people talk about Agbemota, Agamatin.
Thank God they are going.
Yes.
The Guru.
Yes, sir.
It's well with you, my brother.
Thank
Dr. Adu.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
To you guys.
But have you joined Friends of the Guru? Have you joined Friends of the Guru?
No. I will do that.
So you're not ashamed? You're not ashamed? Dr. Join Friends
I
of
will
the
tell you the truth.
Join Friends of the Guru today and take all the financial responsibility. Because all these things take money to dig them out.
Yes, sir. It does. Okay, let's read from our friends in the pen. This is from Louis. Said, good morning. Special to greetings to the Guru. Adu poised to listening now. Louis is the one joining us. Maxwell says, good morning, Adu and Guru. On the flood waters ravaging some parts of the country, especially Anambra and Kogi states, Adu, the last time I checked, the waters across the coastal lines and the lands adjoining them are under the control of the federal government. And if that's the case, these waters come from outside the shores of the country and on an annual basis. So why hasn't the government been proactive in the approach to solving the problem once and for all, rather than this shambolic and guerrilla system that has seen the country losing an unquantifiable human natural resource? Irresponsible leaders is what we have. That's my take this morning. Pen and Haro's pen name, Peter, was Peter Pan.
I said so now.
Well, I think you said Peter Pan. Maybe.
Okay, Peter Pan. Okay, thank you very much. If it's pen, then not. Thank you.
Agaye Lucky says, can't we concentrate on how to better Nigeria than going round the past with unverifiable facts? I really can't understand why all the names mentioned are dead.
Which name? Okay, so all the facts at your disposal. Is this person operating from word of knowledge?
Well, it's saying so. Oh, are you saying the Guru did not know Idiagbo? I don't understand what is unverifiable. Or maybe
the pipe that you just discovered yesterday. Have you not? Can't you verify that? He has to say something. He who pays the piper dictates the tune. What's the name? He will know. He will give you first name now. He will give you first name. The other day that the commissioner for Lagos phoned him with first name. This is I call him immediately.
Chifudo says, Guru, on this issue of oil theft, I felt this government has stolen enough and wants to leave seat of power, trying to look like they're born again. Why didn't Topolo lay ambush with security operatives and arrest the criminals? The locals were overlooked because people in power are stealing huge quantity. Still on WhatsApp, Adegboyega says, Adu, is there words or comments of the Guru that doesn't go with historical perspective? It says there's none. I'm not surprised. God bless the womb that gave birth to you, sir. If the story alone we're able to listen to this morning, I'm okay. But I want to find out from the Guru when he said Baba OBJ took care of the lady's car. Did Baba OBJ take care of the lady as well?
No. Okay. Where did they go? Boyega, my son, be careful. Your mouth they rush you. But on that case, it was purely on that place and on that place.
He was going to take care of the lady. At least he would have seen the lady before. But he had come down already. So Remy from Akoka says, good morning, the Guru and Adu. Did I just hear that the amount government pumps into Dangote's refinery can actually build a refinery with 600,000 barrels per day capacity? Please, I need to confirm if that's what I heard.
Please, go ahead and confirm. Don't behave like the man who just talked to us a few minutes ago by saying, unverifiable. These are verifiable facts. What was the 20%? What was paid for it? It's our money. And what could that be? Please, if you are verifying, there is a refinery being completed in Kuwait right now as we talk. It is 600,000 refining capacity per day. How much constructed that? Then, is it in California where? Somewhere in the US. I can get the fact for if you want. But go and cross-check that. That one has just been completed. That one also has 650,000 barrel per day capacity. It had been completed and sold out. How much was it sold? So these are facts that are available to you. Very, very much available. Thank you very much. Please do the cross-checking. Next time you'll be helping me to get the facts together.
We have a call. Turn up your radio. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from the speaking.
Callings, go ahead, please. Turn off your radio.
Your radio, sir.
God will bless you.
Your radio.
And God will bless your ancestors.
You called. We are telling you turn off your radio. It interferes with these signals.
Hello.
So please, where you call?
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Morning, please.
Yeah. This is Cedric calling from the road.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to confirm. They said it was 9 years ago that the pipe was laid. How did they verify this fact? Was it that they were there when they were installing it? How did they verify the fact that it was 9 years ago that pipes was laid? So we'd like to know that.
In fact, the details was that 10 years ago was where they laid. One, the equipment they use in laying that thing, whenever they are manufactured, they come with specification. So you can know. That is number one. Number two, I am not too sure if knowing it would it be know when it was laid. Would it be too much of a problem because somebody spoke? I don't know if I'm talking as a bushman. But the most important question is that the only pipe we have running that around in Nigeria.
Hello?
Hello, who's calling back?
Is your radio? Can you switch off your radio?
How do I join things of the guru?
Okay.
You have said your own. He that has here, let them hear. God will bless you. Please, how do I join the press of the guru?
Okay, you go to Adu, please help me.
Okay, so Collins, what you do is you go to Telegram. Telegram is an app on social media, the social media networking site. So download the app on your smartphone, either using the Android platform or the iOS platform, and then search for Telegram, Telegram. When you load the app and you sign up and you sign in to the app, you now go to the search icon in the app and type Friends of the Guru. It's all correct spelling, and it's written Friends with the letter S of the Guru. Then you'll see it pop up. Just go there, join the group, and you'll get all the notifications. Then, of course, you see in the conversation the method with which you can, support what the guru is doing and show your appreciation if you want to. All right. One more call. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Mr. Adu. Good morning.
Hello, Peter.
Yeah, how are you?
Yes, go ahead. I'm fine.
Sector Commander
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Godwin, good morning. Now, you know what impressed me this morning is the story of the humanitarian angle from the Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa stopping to help a Reverend Father Martin Pedro, and then Obasanjo stopping his convoy to help a lady that was in distress. Honestly, that was when there was a country where the leaders were not far away from the lead, and then where the different tribes were together to help one another. Please, Ogami, when you come next time, try also to let me know what kind of humanitarian service did Buhari render when he was the military of state and now, and which one did Abacha? Because that of Buhari, I think I could remember a story of Terrorist Yamu. Was that true or not? And finally, all the oil thieves, Buhari had been in the oil sector for a long time. Now the thieves are gaining ground. So, if your thieves follow you to find your property, you will not find it. Then Nigerians, why are we not defeating the terrorists? Who is following us to fight the terrorists? That's just a question. Thank you. God bless you.
Peter, are you a Friends of the Guru?
I am, sir.
With your financial obligation?
Actually, I have something I want to introduce to you. I'm running an orphanage home at the moment in Delta State.
Okay.
So, that really takes my chunk a little bit for now. But I contributed earlier. But I'll still rejoin, please. But let me take care of these children to go back to school.
You don't do. When we come over.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, please.
Hello.
I do. Good morning, Guru.
Good morning.
Your
This is
name?
Okangolina.
Okangbe.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Me, my surprise is that the group managing director just went there and said it's 9 years. How did he get the date? The date they installed
Somebody asked that question. We discussed it already. Please.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
I didn't hear it. But I need explanation on how he got the date.
Okay. Time factor.
All right. Peter says the guru needs to write a book on Nigeria's political analysis, corruption. Okay. And oil smuggling, not smugglers, since he doesn't want to become a lecturer. But it's just by God's grace that Nigeria will still stay alive. NNPC is really, in reality, doesn't mean well for us. The Minister of Petroleum is also indicted in this. We cannot keep waiting on God. Okay, Phil, thank you. It says, Adu, please tell Guru that it was Tai Solari that resigned for driver's license.
Tai Solari I mentioned.
I think you said Wole Soyinka.
No, if I say so, that must be great error.
Yeah.
Tai Solari in Ibadan, he did two things. The driver's license, but before then, he was the one, the Ogogoro we say here is called illicit drink. And Nigerians were being sent to jail. But the Godijin imported from overseas is never illicit. So there was a day Tai Solari prepared himself. Pour Ogogoro, remove the content of Godijin, pour Ogogoro inside the Godijin bottle, cork it, and went to meet the divisional, what they call them, who normally share the zone. And we're talking, I have a little of this here because they normally share. So the man took it, very good. He washed his mouth well with it. The Tai Solari said, what you've just taken now is Ogogoro, the one we are jailing people for here. For this reason, should I go to court now, or what do you do? That was the time.
Wow, amazing. Francis Madu joins us, Guru, on WhatsApp. Says, good morning, sirs. Peter Obi stated it clearly that those at the top are involved in the stealing of oil, and no one of them has challenged him. These people have stolen our future. Francis speaks. Let's take one more call before we go to Twitter and wrap things up. Good morning.
Good morning, Ade and Guru.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Adeyinka. I'm calling from Ajawa State.
All right, Adeyinka, thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Guru. Guru, you know the funny thing this morning? One of my brother was here listening to you for the first time.
Yes, sir.
And he was saying that, would they come for this man? Because he has fulfilled a lot. I said, leave Guru. Guru is our man. The God in Guru is more than all the gods of them put together. So Guru, like we always say, give us more grammar. Give us grammar. We need to know everything about Nigeria. We need to know. They cannot hide for us.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
But have you joined Friends of the Guru?
Yeah, I've joined friends of the Guru. But unfortunately, I'm not a financial member. So I'll be one soon.
There's no meaningless. Be brought into your friendship, therefore.
All right, as we draw the curtain, Twitter is a final stop. Obedient Udochukwu Nadi says, on the oil theft, I won't say much, but wait to see who Mr. President will hold responsible. Question those in charge, do thorough investigation, fish out the criminals before I would take them serious. Because this present Minister of Petroleum dragged Desiani as if she's Escobar.
You know Escobar?
Yeah, the Cubans or Mexican.
No, not the Mexican, from Colombia.
Colombia, sorry, that's
the
it.
highest drug barrel before Mexicans started coming to the trade.
Chige says it's just evident that Nigeria is a haven for organized corruption, even involving the highest offices of the land, and the NNPC is the avenue through which all of these are perpetrated. I want to ask, don't they know when to stop, or is it until Nigeria stops breathing? Billy Ajala says, good morning, sir, the Guru and Mr. Adu. I want to thank you so much for your analysis just now about the conspiracy surrounding our crude oil and NNPC in 9 years. What about the shale oil flow discovered on the sea by Tumpolo as mentioned on Channels TV? He says, Comfort Dave says, via your inspection of private cars has become another burden and is causing pains to honest tax-paying Lagosians 24 hours and 72 hours just to check your car. Adu, have you seen the commercial buses in Lagos? Of course I have. Another reason why people don't want APC in power. Peter Folabi says, good morning, Adu and Guru. I'm a member of Friends of the Guru, but is there no place where one can find the account details? But there is no place one can find the account details. Is there a way it can be pinned to the group?
It's pinned.
Okay.
But in case, if you have not, the number I will give at the concluding matter, as we conclude this matter, in the Nigeria still in existence, you can now send a text message there. But it's pinned on the page of Friends of the Guru.
Ashley Billy says, Adu, my fear about this crude oil theft just discovered is that will there be any punishment or correction as consequences for better management? And sir, Guru, may you be protected by God.
Amen, amen, amen.
That's our tweets for today.
That's our tweet. Okay, yeah, we're about to. I think you can lose. No, we're about landing. So, so wait until the plane is properly. Now, we want to thank you for participating. You know, there are a lot of things that were there on our menu. But if we must go, let us go decently, finish one before we pick up the other. Adu has told you, please, you can follow me on Twitter. It is at Godwin_Buebu, Buebu, at Godwin_Buebu. Then if you go to Facebook, it's Godwin Etaki Buebu. Godwin Etaki Buebu. Etaki Buebu is a very, very small spelling, and it's not a difficult one, Adu. Or is it difficult?
No. It's not a difficult spelling. It just has a lot of consonants in it.
That's it. Then there is a page created on Facebook which is called Vetra Column. It is to discuss things like this. Then you can follow me on my website, which is www.godwintheguru.com. www.godwintheguru.com. Then you can also go to my YouTube channel, which is Godwin the Guru, the YouTube channel, and that I just told you. And in fact, something else is going there by 1400 hours this afternoon. If you go there, you enjoy this benefit, because not what I have there that I can unleash totally here. So you get better side of it. And you Friends of the Guru, October last year initiated, came to life, Friends of the Guru, where Professor Ibiyemi Olatuji Belu came here to inaugurate Friends of the Guru. She was with us here last, and she will be coming in the next few days again. So for those who choose to pay annually, the one you pay before at the lab. So I'm reminding you, Friends of the Guru, mostly to my friend by name Paul. His surname I forgot it, so I'm not going over that. And for those who want to join, please join, because this is how the ministry is just being helped to move forward, and that is the reality of it. These things, as premium times will say, cost hell of money to be very, very rigorous. I'm very, very grateful, and I welcome you back, but not without forgetting that I'm an ocean, so I don't need water. Be drinking your water.
So it just means that it's not what I'll offer you. I have to offer you something else.
Nice flying with us at this hour. God bless you. Okay. Priestway, thank you very, very much. Your camera are performing with professionalism that only be attributed to Priestway. So keep the good job flying. And for all of you that, okay, now the number is this. The telephone number is this: 0906 887 0014. I repeat, 0906 887 0014. We shall meet again, of course. We shall meet tomorrow. We shall meet next tomorrow. We shall meet always. But until Monday, when we come again together, please keep yourself out of trouble. Bye bye.